Okay, hi, this is probably the best thing I've got to show you in this mega haul, and I'll break it up on YouTube as well, so you can see the parts individually. This is R2-D2, the Return of the Jedi 77 back. So the 77 back, as I've said endless times, is the most common vintage card you can find. Up there, maybe the second most common would be Tri-Logo. So this is R2-D2 with the Sensorscope. So this is the second vintage version of R2-D2, and it's from 1983, and the figure's in really nice condition, as is the bubble, really clear, and the card is really immaculate. So it says there on the AFA grading, 1983 Kenner Star Wars, R2-D2, Return of the Jedi 77 back A, Sensorscope, card 85, bubble 85, figure 85. So it's a really nice graded figure. It's 85 all round, near mint plus, and the figure looks really nice, and it comes with a sensor scope, and you know, this card has been reissued in around 2004 on the VOTC line. I've got that card here to show you. I'll show them together at the moment. This was bought at KB back in the 80s, and you can imagine how it's shocking how cheap it was. It was 79 cents. So I wish I had paid that for this. Okay, still, I looked on Brian's Toys and all that sort of stuff, and he's got the equivalent of this, and his is about twice as much as what I paid for this. So, you know, got this at a good price. So sometimes you get good stuff in the UK, a lot cheaper than in America. So, okay, this is R2-D2. Nice that it's got a clear bubble still, because a lot of US cards, the bubble tends to go yellow. You can really see the figure, how nice it looks. And then I'll show you the back. The back is the common 77 back. This was meant to be a 77 back A. So you've got all the figures there, 77 of them. You can see Bib Fortuna there's got a red cape, and the Lando skiff, his boots are unpainted. So those are probably just prototypes or mock-ups, because everyone knows about the red caped Bib Fortuna as being quite often faked these days. And then you've got all the listings of the figures there, plus all the other stuff you could get, like the Max Rebo band, the Ewok glider, the Ewok catapult, and the Rancor monster. And this one was made in Hong Kong. There's the proof of purchase in green. And then we'll have one more look at this, because it is a very nice specimen. It's as I've said so many times, R2-D2 with Sensorscope, and there you can see just there, that little blue bit there, that's the actual pull-up Sensorscope. I'll show you the figure as well loose, which is from my own childhood days. So R2-D2 Sensorscope, Return of the Jedi card. I've already got on YouTube a Tri-Logo version of this, not graded, but a really nice specimen as well. So there you go, R2-D2 Sensorscope. Okay. I've got this on Palatoy as well, Return of the Jedi. Looks really nice, but that's not graded. But I bought that 20 odd years ago almost, so, you know, there. You can get the figure better. Taking photos so you'll be able to see the details better. So you know that the body was just a sticker, but it looks classic. It's a classic figure. 77 back A. All round 85. So great grade. High grade. Bought at KB for 79 cents. Okay, back to R2-D2 Sensorscope. We've got the original 1983 figure, and next to it we've got the OTC 2004 in this OTC packaging, and this figure's still quite hard to find, and this card is a reproduction of that card. So you can see the similarities and differences. So it says there with extension arm, now with extension arm on that, it says now with Sensorscope. And you can notice the Return of the Jedi writing's a bit thicker on the newer card, but I mean they're really good. It's a really good reproduction, and the new figures incomparable to the old figure. This figure is such an improvement. I mean, the detailing, the sculpting, this figure is a classic, really good, excellent figure. And but you can see the similarities between the two cards. It's just the 21 years difference between the two. That's the vintage and that's the modern. And then if we look at the back of the card, we've got the actual card, vintage card there, and the other cards that were in the range. So there you go, R2D2 on a 1983-84 card, and there's the real thing. So thought you might like to see both the original and the reproduction. So if you can't get one of those, get that. It's a wicked figure. Okay, here I've got my original from childhood, 1982 I guess, R2D2 with the Sensorscope, 81-82, and just the basic vintage figure, the same as the original R2 with the solid dome. All they did was add that Sensorscope there. Okay, you can see the sticker's really yellowed over time, but this is a good figure. I remember playing with it quite a lot, so you know, and has no third leg, has a screw there, you can see the screw, and the head still clicks. And hear the clicking there, a bit stiff. Okay, and then the Sensorscope, you just pull it up like that, and there's the Sensorscope. You can really see the Sensorscope there. So that was a new feature, and that's why we went out and bought a new R2D2 back in 82, because it had a Sensorscope. Also, there's another version of R2D2, a vintage one. Everyone knows that that's the pop-up lightsaber, and I've got one of those on YouTube. It's the Droids version though, and it's on a Brazilian card. So there you go, R2D2 from my own collection. This is from my own childhood. And if you can, let's twist the head back round. Let's put the Sensorscope down. There's the back of the sticker, and then head's a bit stiff actually. There you are. Time to say be dupe R2D2, blue eye and a little red there. This is a classic figure. You can get this in 12-inch version now from Sideshow. It looks amazing. And there you go. But this is the one from my childhood. So, you know, this one is quite sentimental to me. And there's the C-3PO next to him. That's my own from childhood as well. That's the one with the limbs come apart. I haven't got the little black bag that it came with, but they look good together. C-3PO with limbs and R2D2. So you can imagine C-3PO nagging R2D2 about this and that, and R2D2 just ignoring him. Okay, so here we are, R2D2, C-3PO, my own toys from my childhood. Then a recent purchase, well, both are quite recent, the OTC R2D2 and the original 77 back Return of the Jedi 77 back. Looks amazing. So time to say goodbye to these. Hope you enjoyed this review, because these two, I mean, when are you going to ever see these together? So you've got a great collection there. You've got R2D2 carded, loose and redone. So I hope you enjoyed that. More to show you. One more vintage figure to carded to show you, and then some more modern figures. Okay, so keep watching.